Hey y'all, out here this morning. I just got back from the trip yesterday and saw a box on the porch. It's like, cool, my tri-track has arrived. So I've been waiting for JK to put this stuff out where I could get a hold of it, and because I know, like on the Take 2 and other boats that I've got it on, it is so useful, and I wanted actually to have some like a dashboard to use on all of my boats. That way I can move around and have stuff where I wanted to up front. You know, rod holders, paddle holders, whatever I wanted to do, I could have all mounted in a place kind of off the deck, keep the rod tips up a little bit from obstacles in front of me. This was going to be it. So let's get after it. The Jackson instructions has you putting in the little nut plate and then chasing down. It's tri-track. To me, it's going to be better to assemble it out here and slide it on what I need to. So. Plus, I still only have one eye that works, so it's tough to read instructions anyway and see little bitty things. A little bit easier that way. All right, once you get your foot pieces set the width you want, you're going to slide your T-bolts up in. And they got nylock nuts. Now, this is one thing that I'm kind of at odds because most likely I'm going to be swapping this thing in and out of other boats. So I doubt that I want as permanent a setup as a nylock nut would require. And that's what so I'm going to end up having to do some modifications for me, because I definitely want mine quick release. I mean, mine has to go from one boat to another, you know, pretty regularly. And I do not care to have a nut driver anytime I want to make a change. So I will most likely end up swapping something out on these legs. But I understand, you know, with people with huge monitors and things like that they're putting up here, you're definitely going to want to have the sturdiest mount, and that will be by far the sturdiest mount. Now, I also measured all of my boats. Now, any boat that I'm going to run, to me, 34 is probably plenty. Probably 32 is plenty, but this is a 36-inch bar, and I will most likely take off at least 2 inches of it, just because I don't think I need all of this, and I know, to me, I'll run into stuff with it. But Jackson also has these little end caps that goes on here. If I can figure out which way to put it on there correctly, I think it's that way. Oh, I had it wrong. Being blind really stinks. So. Alright, just loosen them both up, get them kind of set the way I wanted. And my plan for this is to run either, you know, paddle holders for staging, I mean, you name it, man. The possibilities are endless. I mean, I'm seeing people with these huge rigs that they're putting up here with like twin big screen TVs. You know, I'm pretty sure one of them's like a drive-in theater. I'm not sure exactly what all ever, you know, but I can see the possibilities of running whatever it is that I tend to run, you know, on the front of my boat, getting it away. Because when I stand, that's the main thing for me, is when I stand and I want to be out here, you know, my standing position's there. I don't want stuff right on my feet. I want it out a little bit away from me. So, but it's got some good possibilities of being able to put stuff out here that I would normally use on my sides of my boat and getting it, freeing up some space. Alright, so there you have it. I was able to build, you know, my dashboard, which is exactly what I could see this as. Now I could see putting in, you know, multiple paddle holders across here if I want to do rod stagers. I do have like the Yak Gadget rod stagers, and you know, your anchor trolley if you want to do your Wizard, you know, or the Yak Gadget anchor trolley, doing anything like that. To me, that sort of stuff, having the cleat over there if I wanted to tie off, or I mean, this thing locks well, it doesn't need a cleat. I just wanted to show that you could mount one there. Possibilities are really endless, and I've got, you know, taller rod holders that I use for when I'm sight fishing, And to me, that's the main thing, is I run so much gear out in front of me, and I tend to tangle rods, you know, they lay over top of each other, because I never get them down into the rod stagers that are built into any boat that I've ever tried. They don't work for me, so I just discount that whole thing as just whatever. It doesn't work for me. But this sort of thing does. So, because I tend to put, you know, the butts back here and then the rods up here, and being able to stage them across and keep them separated without getting over top of each other, wrapping the lines and hooking each other, is just going to be a neat thing. Now, like I said, I could modify this. I'll shorten it if I need to. I'll probably paddle it like this just to make sure how much stuff I'm going to hit, because I mean, it's no wider than the Kayak, so I know if this fits, this will fit, so I'm good to go. And this is out in front of me, so I'll be able to watch it. But it's definitely got some interesting possibilities for me. I could with it over the side, I could run my switchblade when I do run a transducer or something like that, and which I don't often, but that's a really good way to do it. There's a lot of possibilities that I can see with this. You can get it in 12-inch lengths, I believe, and then this 36. So, and I don't remember if it came like 12 inches or what, but I know you can get 12-inch, and I know you can get the 36. I wanted the 36 because I've already had this on this boat. And I'm gonna check it on the Take 2, the X, and the K-Craft. A lot of different stuff that I want, but I want this to where I can pop it off and take it with me, move it to another boat, whatever I'm fishing that day, because I tend to move boats pretty regular. But anyway, here it is, the Tri-Track from Jackson. Glad to see that they brought it out, and you know, it should go to show you that you don't have to have a Jackson boat. You know, like I said, this is also going to go on a K-Craft. This could go on any boat you wanted to put it on. It doesn't matter. So you just, anything that's got track where you can mount it, you can put this thing on there. So I use other accessories from other boats on my Jackson boat, so I'll go back and forth, and it's because I pay for all of it, so it doesn't matter what I put it on. Hope this helps. Y'all take care.